Today I'm going to try to count the hairs on Dave's head, who is my roommate. Here, I'll show you. That's Dave. So I've been thinking about it for a little bit, and I think the easiest way is going to be taking a picture, zooming in a lot on it on the computer, and then count each hair within a square inch, and then just count how many square inches there's in his head. So that's what I'm gonna try. First, I took pictures of Dave's hair as close as I could. Then I put them in the computer and I zoomed in even more. I quickly realized it was not gonna be possible to count each hair. Okay, so I tried counting Dave's hair in the computer, like zooming in completely, but the problem is that the hairs overlap. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna shave Dave's hair quite a bit so that his hairs are short enough so that I can zoom in the computer and count one at a time.
Ready?
Ready?
Just hope it's not too short.
We bought some batteries for the trimmer, went into the bathroom, and Dave started trimming away. I want to personally thank Dave because he went a long way to make sure that this project was a success. These are before and after pictures. And then again, time for more pictures. I cut out a 1-inch square on a piece of paper and put it on Dave's head. This way, making sure that I would only get 1 inch of hair to count. I took pictures of different parts of his head, trying to decide which was gonna be the easiest. I finally decided on this one. With the winning picture, I started the count, one hair at a time. For every hair that I counted on the computer, I put one line on the piece of paper. This way, making sure I wouldn't lose the count. After a while, this became very therapeutic. I was playing my music and got into the groove of counting. I needed to focus in such a simple but seemingly so important task that everything else around me disappeared. To my pleasant surprise, it only took about an hour to count the 1 inch of hair. Okay, so I just got done crossing them out on the computer screen, and each time I crossed out a hair, I put it on here. Each one of these contains 5. There's 10 on each row, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 rows, which means 10 times 5 is 500 plus 150, because it's 50 on each row, so 500 plus 150, 650, plus 10, 20, 39. 650 plus 39 is 689, so 689 hairs in 1 square inch. I have to measure how many inches there are in his head to be able to figure out. If there's 689 hertz per inch, I have to figure out how many inches there are in his head. So I'm gonna use some string to measure his head. Using the string and my imagination, I divided Dave's head into rectangles, the simplest geometric shape I could think the formula for. I multiplied the length times the width of each individual rectangle and then added them all up. So after adding up all the square inches in Dave's head, they added up to 136 square inches approximately, and after counting all of the hairs, which were 689, I multiplied the two to get the total of hairs in his head, and the approximate is 93,704 hairs.